say it's wonderful to be back to Kingsland and to touch my roots again. And June and I want to thank all of the people that have worked so hard to provide this great hospitality for us. It's a day that we'll never forget, and what we would like to do right now is to just enjoy the program and watch you and listen to you, and we'll be up and try to do a song or two a little bit later on. All right? Thank you very much.
We hope that we can give you all a treat today. We, a little earlier today, held a Johnny Cash, June Carter Cash talent show. I saw the look on your face when you did that now. And in just a moment, we're going to introduce our first place winner, and I think you're going to enjoy this. It gives me great pleasure to introduce to you at this time a gentleman from New Edinburgh, Arkansas, and you better watch out, because this guy is coming on. Please welcome Bobby Joe Clements.
Hello, I'm not Johnny Cash now, you know, he finally made it. You know, I've had a lot of fun through the years, you know, trying to sing Johnny's songs. And, you know, I picked some cotton myself back here a long time ago. But, well, but this morning I had a tape, you know, they told me, said, I want you to, you know, to sing when Johnny comes, but I lost my tape. But, you know, what, it's been a lot of fun doing you and June. I saw you up at Branson, Missouri this last summer. You know, somebody on, you know, Johnny come out and said, hello, I'm Johnny Cash. You've heard him do it a lot of times. And he says a lot of times. You've heard him do it. I said, hello, I'm Johnny Cash. The woman behind me said, there's two of them. Hey, look yonder coming down that railroad track. Hey, look yonder coming down that railroad track. It's the Orange Blossom Special, bringing my baby back. Oh, boy.
I want to thank June Carter for, as Mark said, standing by me and always being there. And through the bad times and through the good. Her family was recently honored with the 29, whoa, I'm telling my age, aren't I? With a 29-cent stamp. The Carter family, her mother, her aunt, Sarah, and Uncle A.P. And they wanted to do the same thing for me, but they said you got to be dead 10 years to have a stamp. And the post office said he hadn't been dead that long, so he couldn't have a stamp for me. Yeah, we have had such a wonderful day already, and I got to apologize. We just got back from Australia, and jet lag and the laryngitis and cold everybody gets this time of year. It's about done us in, but I would not have missed this day for all the money in the world. I'm so proud of this. It is just like, you have no idea, our life on the road, and then all of a sudden to come home and touch my roots again and see these old familiar faces I love and have so much love poured on me by all you people. I love every one of you. Thank you. We were up at the cemetery at Crossroads to visit loved ones' graves, and I was standing by Grandpa John L. Rivers and Grandma Rivers' grave, and I was thinking about an experience I had about 10 years ago and what kind of people my people are. And my chest swelled with pride and remembering and knowing what kind of people they are. In about 10 years ago, I went to Chesterfield, South Carolina. I'd heard about Chesterfield all my life from my mother, and she had never, ever in her whole life had an opportunity to go there to visit the graves of her ancestors and the seer cousins, to even meet them. She'd never met the South Carolina part of the family. So I had a day off, and I drove from Columbia to Chesterfield. And I was thinking, I wonder if anybody still remembers the name Rivers or Hearst in this town. And I crossed the railroad tracks, and the first thing I saw was Rivers Cotton Gin. So I went in and asked the man, I said, who is the Rivers that this is named after? And he said, and he told me, but he said, your cousin Edgar Rivers lives right up here. So I went up to see Edgar Rivers, my mother's first cousin in Chesterfield. And he told me a story about my grandfather that's worth repeating. In 1915, Grandpa Rivers and my grandmother had already for years lived in Cleveland County at Crossroads, but in 1915 there was a blight in South Carolina that killed all the corn. And Edgar Rivers showed me some corn that they still called the John L. Rivers Yellow. And he let me take some of it home. He said in 1915, all of the seed corn, there was no seed corn, it was all killed by the blight in South Carolina. And John L. Rivers loaded his wagon here at Crossroads with yellow seed corn and made the trip by wagon and mule from Kingsland to Chesterfield, South Carolina, to take all the relatives some seed corn to plant that spring. And through the terrible times, the hard times with the roads that were nothing but mud and the bad weather, sleeping under the wagon at night, he made it there with all the seed corn for the people in South Carolina. And this year in my little garden at home, there's some John L. Rivers Yellow that's going to grow. I want to say what a great pleasure it is to see my Aunt Evelyn Rivers, and to be able to spend some time with her, to see all the cousins and my brother Tommy and my sisters Louise and Joanne, Nadine, Mary Ellen, Gary, Ronnie, all of you. It's so great to see you again. John Carter, this is my son John Carter. I can't help getting really sentimental today. I'm just so proud of this. I can't tell you. It's wonderful. I went to the school the first thing today and tried to talk to the kids and sing to them a little bit. I didn't know you were all going to be over here, but I'm glad you are, because I saved a song for you. I am being swallowed by a boa constrictor, by a boa constrictor, by a boa constrictor. I'm being swallowed by a boa constrictor, and I don't like it one bit. Well, what do you know? What do you know? He swallowed my toe. Oh gee, he's up to my knee. Oh fiddle, he's reached my middle. Oh heck, he's up to my neck. Oh dread, he's swallowed my bone.